today about the real truth. I just saw a man talk some real true stuff, and then now I want to give some true things. And now I understand what Adam was talking about. My flesh, my bones, my bones the bone, my flesh the flesh. I understand what Adam was talking about right there. You don't even understand what that means. My flesh the flesh, my bone the bone. He was talking about his wife. See, that's why it take it back to the new, what they call the New Testament. It talks about that. That's why it said it's better to marry than to burn, because if you don't, it's gonna cause a major problem in life. Because if she lay up with another man, she is erasing the history of her life with her husband. Nobody want to hear that. She erased it. When another man has sex with a man's wife, he erased the history of her husband. She does, because she gonna come schizophrenic. That means she gonna be real confused. She ain't gonna be able to think of her husband anymore, because that man's DNA is inside of her. His DNA is inside of her, in her flesh and through her bones. That's why a relationship cannot work, because that's what happens. When you do that, you say, I'm gonna cheat on you. You ain't making nothing better but making things worse. Y'all would never, that's why you cannot be together. Never will be together, because your flesh been untied from each other. Even through the bone been untied. That's why she can't stand you. That's why she ain't gonna be able to obey you, because she gonna become schizophrenic or confused so bad about she ain't gonna have no. It could be like erase the history you being with your husband. You erase the lifestyle, your sex life, your whole life be erased through that sex with somebody else when you in a marriage. I speak mile of this. I want you to realize that this is serious. That's why a relationship would never work. Keep on going out there, women, cheating on your man. You ain't gonna have that man, because that man ain't gonna have no more lifestyle. It be erased. Every time you go into another man without ain't your husband, it's erased your life with him. You erase it. You erase him completely out of your life. That's why you have to file for divorce. You ain't gonna never be the same, never again. Listen to me. Your relationship will never stick. When somebody going to somebody else and they ain't married and you got sex with him and he skeets in you, that's go through the flesh and the bones of you. That's erase the history of your man being with your man. That's it.